How's it going? Me, Tomato Talking Guy. I do that every once in a while. I haven't done one of these in a pretty long amount of time. Matter of fact, since I reached 100,000 subscribers. And during that 100,000 subscriber video, which I lured you into like a fucking maniac, I had a Q&A. And I had a bunch of questions asked. And as is tradition with every Q&A that I do, I managed to fuck off and never do it. For literally now 2 months and 20,000 subscribers. So I thought, man, maybe I should not be such a shit all the time. Maybe I should tone it back a bit and actually let you all know a little bit about myself. Since, up until this point, I've been an enigma. No one really knows what the Tomato Man is all about, specifically because that's sort of the way I like it. But you know what? I'm going to open myself up to all of you. I'm going to answer some very valuable questions. First of all, I want to put it out there. The person in the webcams that you may see in some of my outros, that is not me. I pay that man a couple bucks a month to just match my voice. And that's all he does. His name's Craig. Now it all comes together, doesn't it? Anyways, we've got all these questions here. I'm just going to go down the list and I am going to answer them all. I'm not gonna answer a Q&A, man. I've never answered a Q&A. It's been 3 years on this godforsaken website, and I haven't answered a single fucking question on the internet, and I ain't about to. Instead, I'm gonna answer a bunch of general questions I get, including but not limited to: Tomato, do you like tomatoes? Tomato, are you a tomato? Tomato, why is your name Tomato? Tomato, what the fuck is your real name? Tomato, what's your social security number? Let me go down that list in no particular order. I barely eat tomatoes. Why the fuck do you think my name is Tomato? I wonder if it's because my hair is red. Would I become a tomato if given the choice? I've read that question before, and the answer is no. That's fucking... Who the fuck would even want to become a fruit? In, like, any situation that's a limbless, defenseless thing. What? That's the general questions out of the way. And also, in case you didn't know, my first name is Jared. So, now that we got my name questions out of the way, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Tomato, why did you start doing YouTube? There was no particular reason why I started. I just honestly was, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. It was that easy for me. I think I made a class project with my friend Chris, who is the Toph in my channel name, and we were just like, man, this was really fun. I want to do stuff just like this on the internet. And he was like, yeah, I want to do that too. He doesn't actually talk like that, but he was like, yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm going to say yes to this commitment without any actual thought into it. So he said yes, I said yes, we started to make a channel, and he fucked off. So I was like, I will make this something just to spite you. And then I made it something just to spite him, and now he's sad. And that's that story. Another question I get a lot is, do I have any inspirations? What inspired me to do YouTube? Like, do I have anybody that really influences my comedy or anything? I would say that it's more of inspirations for editing for me, because I didn't really watch YouTubers at all when I started, and I still really don't watch a lot of them. But editing-wise, when I first started, I uploaded really raw cut LPs, and they were shit. Like, think Markiplier, but like really bad. But and then after that, I watched a Scene Editor's video and I was like, I could rip that guy off. So I did. That was like a year and a half ago. And then I watched a Sark video and I was like, I can rip that guy off. So I did that too. Then I watched a Vanoss video and I was like, I can rip that guy off. And as you can see, that's pretty much the cycle that anyone that has ever made a YouTube video usually goes through, whether it's editing or it's comedy in general. You basically watch someone else and you're like, I can rip that guy off. And that is, I've honestly just cracked you the code for YouTube. You don't need to do something creative or unique. You really just need to say, man, I'm willing to be a whore for the next 3 years of my life. And then success will flow to you. As long as you're willing to dick around for 3 to 4 years with absolutely nothing happening, just barely scraping by. Have fun on YouTube, kids. Wow, this got sad. But yeah. On to the next question. We've got a variety of generic questions that I've been asked, and we are gonna reach approximately 1 to 2 more of them. Ooh, one I get a lot. Tomato, will you play Gary's Mod? Jesus! All right, let me make this really clear. I don't take requests, really, because typically, and this is no insult towards anyone that watches my videos to make that clear, typically I know what's gonna make a good video a lot more than a lot of the people watching do, simply because I know the process it takes for me to actually make one of my videos. Now, that's not to say that a lot of you don't recommend good games for me to play, it's simply that I know what is better for my channel. And I know that most people aren't even going to hear this question, but please, if you are listening, don't request games. I have been on the ball for the last 2 years on new game releases. It's just that I know precisely what is going to make a good video and what is not. I've been doing this for years now. I don't want to sound cocky or anything here, but you gotta trust me, all right? Have I steered you wrong before? Aside from Tony Hawk Pro Skater, why the fuck did I make a video of that? Moving on. Tomato! How did you meet insert person you've played with / haven't even played with or spoken to before here? So I'm gonna go down this part really fast since there are a lot of people. I'm sure I'm gonna miss people, but I'm just gonna try to mention everyone that I have met that has had a pretty decent impact on my channel throughout. Max, met through a friend. We've been friends ever since. Sleepin', I met through YouTube messaging. He shot me a message that was really crap. Fucking, if I read it now, I would have blocked him on the spot. But I didn't back then because I sucked. I didn't realize he sucked too. So that covers that. I met Brandon through Matt Shea through Scott, Best at Nothing on YouTube. And I shot Scott a private message on YouTube. So basically YouTube messaging has been pretty much the forefront of all of my friendships, pretty much. I met Entwin through YouTube messaging. I sent him a message about playing together back when I had 2,000 subscribers, and we've been friends ever since. He introduced me to his friends, and now we're all one big friend group, D-Live and Wade, and in extension, a lot of their friends as well that I just don't publicly mention much. I met Tear of Grace through Matt Shea, so again, through extension, Scott. It was some random tweet, I think, and we just hit it off and we started promoting each other, and he and I are pretty much one of the sole reasons that either of us are beyond 100,000 subscribers right now. And before anyone even fucking asks, I'm not making a fucking video with him right now! Alright, stop fucking asking me! We'll do it when we do it! Asking us every day accomplishes nothing. Moving on, I met Bed Banana through Twitter. I think I actually got a YouTube comment that was oh my god, Tomato made an ARC video on the same day as Bed Banana, life equals complete. And I was who the fuck is Bed Banana? So I saw him on Twitter, I followed him, we started talking on there, and then I met him at PAX, and it was just a pile of freak coincidences. I saw him at the Polaris booth, which was not as weird. And then he ran into us again, me, Brandon, and Matt, at my hotel lobby, which was weird. But we ended up hitting it off, and now we're friends and make the videos together. So, that's that covered. And that whole people I make videos with covered. I don't think I'm missing anyone at all, really. Yeah, I think that's that. And before everyone that I fucking forgot freaks out on Twitter and unfollows me and blocks me, lol lol lol. And the final question will be a large encompassing one that will begin with a very simple question that will evolve. Why am I getting so deep with this? The person's asking if I will ever bring back webcams. And that question would have initially have been very easy for me to answer, but I want to get into a bit more detail with it. So the first initial thing is no, I'm not bringing back webcams in my normal videos, but that's because my videos don't really work the same way they used to. Now, a lot of YouTubers do all their stuff in live, they record all their audio live, they make all their jokes live, and honestly, for me, that's not a good way for me to work anymore. I can't make the same funny jokes that I want to make, the same in-depth, flowing jokes all the way through a whole video, doing it all live. It's impossible for me to make the style of content that I want to make. Other YouTubers that work in the same process that I'm working on now are people like Donkey, YouTubers that basically, they work a lot of audio in post. They go into editing and they insert the audio there where it's necessary. Now, I don't do that for my entire video, but because I do it in places and I move a lot of audio around to make scenes work and to make jokes function the way I want them to get the right result from you guys that are watching, it's impossible for me to have a webcam there. So there you have it. You now know a selection of carefully picked out facts about me. Never ask any more questions. Ever. Unless you're on like a live stream, which I'm going to be trying to, you know, bring back to a semi-frequent basis on this link right here on the screen. If you're asking me questions there, I'll answer them live. And you'll get to know them live, uncensored. So, you know, follow that. I'm going to be doing some recordings live as well, so you guys can really see the process I go through for, like, making a video like what you'll see tomorrow and yesterday and such, because it's interesting. It's hard to do. It takes a while. But, yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you're still this far into this video, I really appreciate it, and I will see you all in tomorrow's Bioshock/other game video. It's going to be a doozy. I can't wait for you to see it and enjoy it. Bye.